Our software takes inspiration from programs like Divinity Original Sin Game Master Mode and Halo Forge from Halo 5.
Here's our main menu. You can easily load or create a map, and then under the campaign area, you can either become the dungeon master, where you're the game host, or the adventurer, where you are just a regular player in the game.
As you head into the map builder, you can see a 3D environment for you to create maps from the assets provided to you in the asset library. The asset library UI appears on the left, while the building tools are located along the bottom of the screen. As you dive into the asset library, you will be met with a hierarchy of buttons that let you search through all of our assets. Each asset has been placed in a relevant category for easy searching. Look through the environment category to find non-player objects you might use to build your scene. Looking for enemies, NPCs, or players? Search through the tokens category. With the scrollable asset list, you will be able to look through all of our assets that belong to a sensible category.
As a map maker, our program comes with a simple toolkit for object manipulation. For example, the fill area tool is used for laying out large amounts of objects quickly. This tool works differently based on the objects you are laying out. Other tools include random fill, which works similarly to area fill but fills randomly to allow for more natural formations. This is accompanied by the re-randomize subtool, which allows for quick and easy randomization. Another tool is the in-group tool, which allows for single object selection. Lastly, we have the rotate tool for changing object orientation and the delete tool for removing undesired objects. All tools have their designated UI buttons and also hotkeys for ease of use.
Using tools in the bottom right of the UI, visuals of the map can be modified as needed. Players can toggle grid visibility and work and navigate in 2 different camera modes. Lighting can be easily adjusted to create a more immersive environment for players.
Saving and loading a map is very simple. Simply create a new map with a name, go into the Asset Library GUI, add a couple objects, go back, and click the Save button. Once you exit, the map will already be saved. Go back in, type in the exact same name, and boom, the map is there.
You can connect with your friends and play Dungeons & Dragons on the maps that you created. Dungeon Masters can host their maps for their players to join. The Dungeon Master has complete control of the map while connected players have no control of the objects in it. They can assign players to a token so that players can interact with that token in the map. As the game progresses, the Dungeon Master can still add onto the map to meet players or the campaign needs. They can add onto it easily and quickly for those improvised moments of a campaign.
We learned in our experience that scope can be difficult to gauge, but misscoping can be easily corrected. Flexibility in your plans is key. Things may go wrong, you need to be able to fix them. Git is also your friend.
Users can experience our system as an interactive environment for their Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
As a team, the most important design principles we discovered was to use an agile development method and the best possible tools for each task. When designing with interaction software in mind, our group was mindful of the potential Dungeons & Dragons players we were designing for. It is important to stay true to the tabletop experience while offering the convenience of an application.
Our design process evolved by simplifying the scope of our project to focus on core functionality, dropping neat features such as asset imports or player first-person perspective, and worrying about the fundamentals of a good tabletop experience.
The key decisions we have made to this project are that we wanted to focus on improvised play rather than pre-planning, providing support to create maps and stories on the fly, and changes due to the scope adjustment of the project.
A decision we made was to save maps using SQLite 3 for its flexibility and efficiency.